what mistakes candidates do make. Firstly, they go into extremes. They either prepare too much, like going for the 65 different rules of grammar, going for 102 rules of grammar, going for by hearting and learning 550 idioms and phrases, going for 200 plus nouns and adjectives. This too much of study will only confuse you, and the paper does not demand that. It only demands you a basic understanding, a basic ability to comprehend the language, and at the same time, it does not also demand no preparation. So, like, I have talked with candidates who won't even know what pattern the exam has, and that has been the level with some of the candidates in the past, particularly with respect to the Ifos mains. So that also will lead to the disaster. So if you ask me, with my experience and with my high scorings, I would say there must be a sweet spot whereby you are balancing not only your optionals and GK, but also the not going into too much of things which may confuse you. Secondly, there is a wrongful treatment of paper. Like I have said earlier, people do treat these paper as very differently. Again, I'm repeating it. This is not a paper for Victorian English. This does not require to know jargons. This does not want you to have expansionary vocabulary. This wants you to have very workman like, very useful and very crisp and workman like ability understanding in English. Third mistake that people do make is too much focus on the grammar. Like I have seen people who actually go and learn 650 rules of grammar, 102 rules of. I'm not exaggerating, but people there are people who are actually into it, and I can understand from the fact that they want to score very high marks. Either they have scored very little marks in their previous attempts, or they have like fear of English. But for me, too much focus on grammar would only mean that you are neglecting the letter and report and the comprehension and the précis aspect, and which in turn may cost you a lot of marks. The one mistake that most of the candidates who are scoring less is that they are actually neglecting the essay, the comprehension and the précis. I think that what's actually cost most of the candidates. So too much focus on the grammar is like one of the biggest mistakes that candidate can make. Thirdly, like I've said, neglect of report and letter. The not knowing the format or the knowing the format is one thing, but you should know the language, the phrasing, the comprehension and the vocabulary that is needed to write a formal report or formal letter. The voices, the approach, the person in which the reports are to be written, everything is needed to be prepared beforehand, so that you are able to write the report very comprehensively and also very correct in terms of grammar. Thirdly, approach towards essay. I have seen people approach this essay in CSC centric manner where ideas are focused. Hereby, it is IFOS English paper, and here again the English is general English. So here the focus must be on language, not the ideas. This shift is very necessary, and this shift can only be done if you are conscious about it. Next thing is time management.